Hello and welcome to week 2 of my kind of being held accountable to kind of weight loss for heart health using Wegovy, and detailing kind of my first week and my experiences of using Wegovy. I was expecting from all of the other videos I'd watched that there'd be a suppression in food noise, which I didn't really kind of experience. I still had those food cravings for kind of like chocolate and all the other crappy food. I had a slightly upset tummy for about 3 days. I didn't have any of the other kind of bowel issues that often people talk about. Still kind of very normal. And those food cravings and that food noise, I was expecting much more suppression. And so that was a little disappointing. I don't know whether that was kind of expecting too much in the first week. And it probably was the expectation of, or the weight of expectation on this kind of super drug, which it is for a majority of people. And this was only my first week. Led me into thinking about something else. Everybody talks about this miracle drug. And what if, my thoughts were, what if this was a great placebo that is a life-changing kind of drug and opportunity, but it's nothing when it's not kind of coupled with healthy eating and lifestyle change. So if this was a placebo and you were just injecting kind of water, would the outcomes be the same? And I'm thinking that could be water in that kind of pen for me. And I have also cut out most dairy products. I'm now having kind of black coffees, eating kind of much more healthily. This combined would make me lose weight. But the catalyst for that is this injection. That was the kind of dilemma I had in my head. And given that I'm doing this for cardiac health, after having 2 stents put in 18 months ago, and with all the drugs that I'd been taking subsequently, like ticagrelor or Ticag as they call it, aspirin and a statin, and I had some kind of neuropathy post cardiac event, and so I'm taking gabapentin. I've always felt that kind of that combined with a slight kind of decrease in the amount of exercise. I was up to kind of like 500 kilometers a week on the bike, and so now I'm only down to between 200 250 a week. Still a fair amount of high intensity exercise, but there's still a lot of zone 2. I'd piled on the weight and increased my weight by kind of 14 kilos. So that's why I was doing this. Also, another experience in my first week was that I drank alcohol. There wasn't any kind of alcohol suppression. Same with the kind of cutting out of food noise. And so I drank alcohol, and I had this really kind of upset tummy. But it wasn't enough to stop me drinking or having another glass of wine or a gin and tonic the following night and experiencing, again, I was expecting complete suppression from food noise and from alcohol, and I didn't get that on this first week. I did, however, lose a kilo. But that could have equally been through eating more healthily, trying to cut out the snacks, cutting out the dairy. And so, but I needed the catalyst for change and to reduce my weight. And so, so, yeah, I kind of was going through the week going, oh, well, someone could have given me a water injection and I would have probably still ended up in the same place. But I needed that catalyst. I needed something to change. I needed something to kind of prompt me to do it. And that was the benefit of starting kind of Wegovy. Hopefully, my next 7 days and my next injection, which I'll do shortly after this video, will start to see that kind of appetite suppression. I haven't had any of that kind of forgetting to eat. I've always remembered to eat, and I've been increasing my protein, but I am really hoping for that kind of appetite suppression. And hopefully I can use this kind of Wegovy for 3 months and get my weight down by, ideally by kind of 14 kilos plus, with the amount of exercise that I'm doing, plus the regimented kind of eating. Although I did slam half a bar of chocolate the other day. And that was kind of me thinking that I hadn't had that appetite suppression. So yeah, anyway, that's my first week done, and I'll be back for an update on my second week in 7 days' time. Thank you for watching.